Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another perfume review video. My name is Naz. This is my channel, the King of Hidden Gems. I try to bring to your attention fragrances are usually very good value for money. They smell good. They're usually under the radar. Not many people talk about them. I think at least you should do your research, try them for yourself and see if they're any good to you. So in this video I have another introduction slash review for you, and this is the brand Louis Varel, or Louis Varel as they call it in French. So this is a French brand, is from Paris, and I unboxed and reviewed at least a couple of their fragrances before, and for the price they are very impressive. Yesterday I had a perfume from the house of Lumani, which is another French brand, reasonably priced French brand. This one is another reasonably priced French brand, but this is like to another level completely. That one was very disappointing. This one, on the other hand, is absolutely gorgeous. So this one, it came out 2019 and it's called Amber Extreme. Is EDP 100ml. Is targeted unisex. United Kingdom you can find it under £30, and for that price, this is a gorgeousness. So first thing first, the presentation with house or the brand Louis Varel are always good. Beautiful presentation, very nice, especially for a price. So under £30, look at this beautiful white bottle, beautiful gold writing, attention to detail is very nice. Although this bottle, I had it for a very long time. Again, for some reason it got lost in the shuffle and never had time to review it. But now, yesterday I wore it and I was like, wow, blown away how good this perfume is. So yeah, presentation very nice, very heavy bottle, very heavy cap. The cap is wooden itself, very nice, not heavy but it's got a nice weight to it, but it's wooden. The atomizer is golden and is modern, and look at this, beautiful, very good. So it's a good atomizer, again for the price as well. In terms of boxes, as they're on the simple side, but they are quite nice as well. They do the job, they protect the bottle, and that is the main job. So this one is targeted unisex, and to my nose is absolute unisex. Anybody can wear it, ladies and men. Although again we just go in a circle about these things. Some men might find this one too floral for them. Okay, for me this is an absolute gorgeousness in a bottle. I wore it for the last 2 days and I absolutely enjoyed it. I happily wear it every day if I didn't have hundreds of perfumes. So for me, that this is completely unisex. But for those who care about these things, they are still in stone ages. Yeah, it leans a hint of femininity in here because of those big florals. But age-wise, I would say 25 years and older to be in the safe side. The reason is because although the DNA in here is quite friendly, but it's got a little bit of complexity to it, and also it's oriental, so that makes it a little bit on the mature side. In terms of gender, as I said, bang in the middle, unisex, but if you care about these things, it hints a little bit on the femininity because of those florals. In terms of occasion, this is a beautiful perfume. You can use it for formal occasion, for evening, for going out, for special occasion, for special ceremonies and things like that. Very, very gorgeous. In terms of season, this is better suited for cooler weather, but because it's got some freshness to it, you can use it all year round. So you can easily use it in summer. At the moment we are in the middle of summer and I would use it for the last 2 days and it worked perfectly well. So performance wise, excellent. On my skin went easily over 8 hours. On t-shirt goes easily over 10 hours. The next day I woke up, I could still smell it strongly. So very, very good performer, especially for under £30. Wow, that is very impressive. And in terms of what else, ratio for what I paid and what I get is ridiculously high. It smells like 100 plus perfume, 100 £8 plus perfume. Yes, smells like a very high-end niche. Smells something like maybe, I don't want names, but maybe a House of Dior does with their niche line. You know, those niche line of them. Very, very attractive perfume in here. The perfumery is a high quality perfumery. The ingredients for the price is very, very good, and smells from the beginning to the end, smells absolutely gorgeous. So what does it smell like? So this one, overall, if I give you 3 words: rose, rose, and more rose. So this is a rose heavy perfume, and the rose in here is very jammy, so it's a very sweet jammy rose. And from get-go, when the second it opens, that rose is dominant till it dies down. It doesn't change much, which is that makes it linear, but that is a good thing, at least for me, for my taste, for my age, for my experience, because the opening of this perfume is so beautiful, you don't want it to change. So that's why I absolutely adore this. I absolutely enjoy this perfume, because from the get-go, that rose was the star of the show. It stays on top till the end of this perfume. There are many nuances and there are many facets of this perfume, which I'll tell you in a minute, but this is the gist of it. So if you're not comfortable with rose, this is not for you. If you are a rose lover, mamma mia, this is, for a price, is very, very good. So let me read you the ingredients and we take it from there. So this is according to Fragrantica. We on top we have caramel and bergamot. In the mid we have rose, patchouli, and lily of the valley. In the base we have vanilla, tonka bean, amber, and musk. All of this I get in abundance, especially the rose, rose, and more rose. The rose in here, as I said, is a Turkish kind of rose, so it's a very jammy, it's very sweet, it's very sticky, it's very ambery. As it says, the amber extreme in this bottle, the amber is very, very extreme in here. It's very big. So after the rose, which is by far is the dominant player, is the amber. The amber in here is very sticky, it's very sweet, it's very quite resinous, and it's got that honeyed, gooey, vanillic feel to it all the time. Okay, so it's very, very sticky amber, very deep and dense and sticky amber, but in the same time it's very airy and it's very effervescent and it's very, very transparent, which is very impressive for this kind of under £30. Usually you expect perfumes to, very, very high-end perfumes, very expensive perfumes, to do that. In here they've done it and they managed it very well, which is very impressive. So it opens up with that beautiful caramel. The caramel, forget about the bergamot, I don't get bergamot whatsoever. So it opens up with a caramel chocolate feel. Okay, yeah, caramel, chocolate, maybe even a hint of honey in here. So caramel, chocolate, honey, what else? Little bit of licoricey feel to it somehow. I don't know where does that come from, but a hint of licorice in here and a hint of spiciness to it. So the spices, to my nose, is a little bit of cinnamon and a little bit of nutmeg. So it's nutty, which is mainly come from the tonka bean, yes, but there's a nutmeg feel to it as well. So I'm guessing there's a combination of nutmeg and cinnamon in here, plus a little bit of licorice feel for somehow is conveying in this feel of this perfume. Although it's not a big player, it's mainly in the background, but I can feel it very distinctly, especially star anise. It's a hint of star anise in here, not too much. If you don't know what you're looking for, probably you won't feel it, but if your nose is experienced, you will pick it up. Okay, so the caramel, chocolate, honey, sweet, vanilla, tonka bean, all these is making it very, very sweet. So this perfume overall is a very sweet perfume. When it opens up 7 to 8 in terms of sweetness. Later on, maybe 1 point it goes down, but you always stay there. So it's very, very sweet, but for somehow, even though it's very, very sweet, they managed to make it so gorgeous. Usually I'm not a huge fan of sweet perfumes, but in this case, absolutely yes. It smells like Turkish delight, basically. If you know what Turkish delight smell and taste like, this is it. If you want a Turkish delight smell, this is it, especially for a price. So caramel, chocolate, honey, vanilla, tonka bean giving it a little bit of earthiness and also a little bit of that nutty feel, plus a little bit of darkness, hint of darkness in here, not too much. Overall, the coloring in this and the naming, Amber Extreme, and the coloring is absolutely appropriate here. It's very, very bright and happy perfume. In the dry down, far dry down, you get a hint of a woody, earthy darkness, but just a smidgen of it, not too much. Okay, so overall I'll classify this perfume as fresh to semi-fresh, plus I classify this perfume as a sweet oriental floral. Okay, sweet oriental floral. So the amber, as I said, is huge after the rose. The rose is by far the biggest player from the beginning to the end. Rose, and more rose, and the rose in here is very jammy and is very sweet and is sticky and is quite, the color of it is between pink and red, so it is like a between pink and red color. So it's not a red color, but it's not a pink color either, so it is between them. And the rose in here is almost giving a little bit of that rose oud combo, traditional Middle Eastern, but there is no oud in here, so don't worry about it. It's not a rose oud perfume, but it giving a hint of that rose oud combo in here as well. So the musk in here from beginning to the end always musky, and the musk in here, although it's quite clean, but giving a powderiness, so it's very, very powdery in the same time. Yeah, it's very powdery, so you need to like your powdery perfumes to enjoy this. So it's very floral, it's very powdery, it's very rosy, and it's very sweet, it's very sticky, it's very honey, it's very vanillic, it's very tonka beany smell to it. And the amber in here is very sticky and sweet, and a hint of spiciness, hint of licorice, and a hint of balsamicness as well. It's just a very, very tiny amount of balsamicness to it as well. The lily of the valley mainly in this perfume is a supportive role for the rose. So you will feel the rose definitely, but really the lily of the valley, I didn't feel it that much. But I could tell that there is something sitting behind the rose to lift the rose and give the rose a full body. And that is the work of the lily of the valley and the patchouli. The patchouli in here is a kind of, is a chocolatey kind of patchouli. Yeah, definitely chocolatey kind of patchouli, leafy, earthy, little bit of grassy feel to it as well, not too much, just a hint of grassiness, hint of camphousness. So you can tell this is a very complex perfume. Although the smell, when you smell it, you smell mainly the rose and the amber. Yes, Amber Extreme, correct. But there are nuances in here which makes it very, very interesting. If it was only say rose and amber, it would have been obviously quite boring. In here is not boring whatsoever. It makes it very, very interesting, at least for my nose, for my taste, for my age, for my experience. Okay, so overall this perfume is absolutely gorgeous. I love it to bits. For the price, is a bargain of the century. So biggest player by far, rose, and more rose. After the rose is amber, more amber, and the amber in here is sticky, is caramelly, is sweet, is honeyed, is vanillic, and is tonka beany. It's very, very sweet, so you need to like your sweet perfumes to enjoy this. But the sweetness doesn't run away, it doesn't give you a headache, it doesn't give you a sickness feel, because it's grounded very well with other heavy hitters in here. It's quite powdery and it's musky in the same time, and a little bit of balsamicness and a hint of andolicness, which is a hint of it, not too much, hint of andolicness in here, which is coming from maybe lily of the valley or maybe even patchouli in here. So if you like what I described, mamma mia, this is a gorgeous fragrance. I was pleasantly surprised, although I had this one for a very long time, but I forgot about it and never wore it. Yesterday when I wore it, it was like a whoa. It was a very, very beautifully surprised me in a big way, especially because it's a very, very good performer. It's very loud. In terms of projection, this is a super loud perfume. I went a bit crazy. I put 10 sprays of it, and it was wow, super loud. People could smell it from the other side of the road. Yes, it's that loud. In terms of projection, it will project about an maybe 2 arm length, around 3 to 4 hours. So it's a very good projector. It's a very heavy projector. It's monstrous actually. In terms of projection, it's a monstrous projection, but in terms of longevity, it's very good, but it's not beast mode, just bordering beast mode. On my skin went easily over 8 hours. On my t-shirt went easily over 10 hours. So it is a very good performer as well. So it's very good value for money. If you like what I describe, this is a no-brainer to me. This is absolutely gorgeous. I highly recommend it. It's just mesmerizingly beautiful, very sensual, very sexy, very alluring, very captivating. It's just one of those perfume, it will turn head. It will, people ask you, whoa, what are you wearing, and things like that. Definitely, because first thing first, is beautiful. Second, is very loud, and people will notice you, definitely. Okay guys, that was the review of this beautiful perfume. If you have it, if you know it, if you've tried it, let us know your experience. That would be useful for others to read. If you like what I do, if you find it useful, informative, valuable, or entertaining, please don't forget to hit those buttons. This way you help me, encourage me, motivate me to bring you perfumes like this in future that nobody else is talking about. This one is only me. Nobody on earth has talked about it. If you have anything else from this brand, Louis Varel or Louis Varel, let us know as well. As I said, I unboxed another 2 which were very good as well. If you are interested in purchasing one of my own perfumes, I'm a perfumer myself. I make my own line of perfumes. I'm the artist, I'm the worker, I'm the perfumer. Nobody else is involved. There are true handmade perfumes just for you lucky people in the United Kingdom. I put more than 60% pure perfume oils in my perfumes, which is unheard of. That makes them very big, huge, very artistic, very unique, very long lasting, and they are like time capsule. They take you different places, different time, and they are mesmerizingly beautiful. Thank you very much as always, and I'll see you later. Bye.